Jordan Mason, and I'm from the Ouachita County 4-H Club. I'm a part of the 4-H Ag Innovator Experience. Because of this, I recently had the opportunity to travel to Iowa to learn how water connects us all. I learned how to make several different types of models of water systems, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a model of a wetland. So what you're going to need to make this wetland model is 3 clear cups. The first 2 are going to be filled with water, and you're going to add red food coloring into one and blue food coloring into the other. Your third cup is going to be filled with any type of soil. You're going to need a plastic container, clear, a Mr. Clean dry eraser, the Model Magic clay, any type of bowl or container, and then a bottle of water. So the first thing that you're going to do when making this model is you're going to take your Model Magic clay and you're going to build a hill in your plastic container. Make sure the top of your hill is connected to the side of your container and it slopes down from there. So I want you to take a little bit of your blue water and pour it into the bottom of your container. This water is representing a nearby stream or pond. So the next thing I want you to do is you're going to add some soil onto your hill. So I want you to imagine what's going to happen if you pour some water onto the hill now that it has soil on it. The soil is going to be dragged down with the water, isn't it? So now you're going to pour a little bit of your blue water and see exactly what happens when you pour into that soil. So the water becomes brown, the soil has pulled down with that water. So this is showing how water that flows down from a nearby field is going to carry some of that soil with it. So I just want you to take your clear container, and you're going to pour that in and just rinse out your model with some water. Just clear that out. So now I want you to add some more soil onto your hill. Add a little bit more of your blue water to the bottom and some of your red water. So what the red water is let's say there's a field nearby and a farmer has just fertilized it. So when the field gets rained, that water is going to drain off into this nearby pond or stream. So the fertilizer fills that water with nitrates, and the nitrates are going to get into that stream. And this stream isn't just a stream that's just flowing, it has animals living in it. It has animals drinking out of it. So this is what happens when we pour our water that's filled with nitrates from that fertilizer onto our hill. It not only, again, takes the soil with it, but it also turns the water not just a blue color, but it changes the color. So this is showing how if a field just has water that runs off, it's going to get nitrates into the stream, which can affect the lives of plants, animals, and all kinds of different types of species. So now I want you to, again, clear off your wetland model. Just pour that water in. And now I want you to take your Mr. Clean dry eraser, and you're just going to place it at the bottom of your hill, where the bottom of your hill stops, and then let the rest of the container be clear. So you're going to pour a little bit of your blue water into the bottom of your model, and then I want you to add a little bit more soil onto your hill. So now I want you to predict what's going to happen when we pour our water from our field that has nitrates in it because of fertilizer and other things. And I want you to predict what's going to happen now that we have our sponge or our wetland model. So it's probably going to not reach the stream as well as it did before, correct? So we're going to pour this in and see what happens. So as you can see, it still pulled that soil with it, but the wetland model or our sponge stopped it. So what a wetland does is it keeps water runoff from fields, and it allows it to be stopped from letting those nitrates into these ponds and rivers. But not only this ecosystem where animals live and animals are going to drink out of, as well as plants live, it stops those nitrates from getting in because those are not helpful to animals. They're going to hurt them, and we don't want animals to live in a water full of nitrates from fertilizer. So what a wetland does is it not only provides a home for these animals in a habitat, but it also clears the nitrates from getting in. So wetlands are really helpful in that way. Although wetlands do this, they're not as popular as they used to be because these wetlands are cleared in order to have more farmland for crops and also to build towns and cities. But as you can see, wetlands are extremely helpful in that way, and they provide an ecosystem as well as clear the water of those nitrates. So I really hope you enjoyed this wetland model, and I hope that you try it at home.